Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Just want to remind you, if you like what you see in here, please like and subscribe. And also if you can get notifications as to when I post new stuff. Also a reminder, I have a bookshop.org site in which you can purchase books, and as an affiliate, I will get a little bit of a kickback from whatever you buy. You don't have to just buy this book. You can buy whatever book you choose to. Sorry, I've got something falling. It's just a cord, really. It's kind of funny watching it go down as I record this. Anyways, also remember I have my social medias accounts listed below, and if you're interested in following me there, you can. I'm somewhat busy on, I'm more busy on Litsy, Goodreads, and Storygraph. So Storygraph and Goodreads have regular updates. And on Facebook, my Facebook page for Jane's Books, I also I post these videos there. So if you're active on Facebook, you can view them from there as well. I'm not so on Instagram, but Instagram does have my rating, which is pinned to the top of my photos, so that you can view that there. So you know what I mean by a 4.5, or if I give it a 4, or if I give it a 5, if I give it a 3, whatever. Anyways, on to the review. Today's book is Orphan Train by Christina Baker Kline. I actually read this book. I thought I hadn't read this book, but I had back in 2013. It was kind of funny because I got this book, I thought I hadn't read it, and when I looked on my Goodreads, I'm like, oh, right, I forgot I read this book. Anyways, I had read this book quite a while, over 10 years ago. And honestly, I kind of liked it. I have forgotten how much I did like it. I will read from the flap, read from the description from the flap, and then we can go from there. Between 1854 and 1929, so-called orphan trains ran regularly from the cities of the East Coast to the farmlands of the Midwest, carrying thousands of abandoned children whose fates would be determined by pure luck. Would they be adopted by a kind and loving family, or would they face a childhood and adolescence of hard labor and servitude? As a young Irish immigrant, Vivian Daly was one such child, sent by rail from New York City to an uncertain future a world away. Returning east later in life, Vivian leads a quiet, peaceful existence on the coast of Maine. The memories of her upbringing rendered a hazy blur, but in her attic, hidden in trunks, are vestiges of a turbulent past. 17-year-old Molly Eyre knows that a community service position helping an elderly widow clean out her attic is the only thing keeping her out of juvenile hall. But as Molly helps Vivian sort through her keepsakes and possessions, she discovers that she and Vivian aren't as different as they appear. A Penobscot Indian who has spent her youth in and out of foster homes, Molly is also an outsider being raised by strangers, and she too has unanswered questions about the past. Moving between contemporary Maine and Depression-era Minnesota, Orphan Train is a powerful tale of upheaval and resilience, second chances, and unexpected friendship. I really like this book. I gave it 4.5. I did not like the stuff with Molly. I don't know why. Just didn't felt very I don't know. Felt like I was supposed to care when I really didn't care about her. Whereas Vivian, I did care a lot about as a child, and it was interesting that I liked her storyline a lot better than I liked Molly's. I think it's because Molly is constantly fighting the system and fighting against it and fighting against, you know, and then Vivian is just trying to find a better life, whereas I feel Molly is just kind of, you know, she is, it just feels like that she's falling. She's always fighting against the system, and it feels, what it felt like was very frustrating for me to read her storyline. I really liked it. I had, previous to this, in November of 2021, I read A Piece of the World, which came out in 2017. So it came out after this book did initially. And I read her book, it's not, what's it called? The Exiles, I think it's called. Yeah, it's called The Exiles. And that came out, I believe, in 2020. I don't know if she's published anything since that book. This is the book, the copy I do have is a reissue of that book. I think this reissue came out. I don't remember any of this stuff being in the book. I'm just going to check the book to see if there's a reissue date, and there probably is. Because sometimes there is. My guess is probably around 2020. It doesn't say. Exactly when the reissue came out, because sometimes it does, but my guess is sometime after 2020. The book came out initially in 2013. Oh, here's what it does. 2016 it came out. So, it gives you a clue. I should have figured that out by available in 2017. So my guess is 2017, but my guess is initially the reissue came out, but I think because the Exiles came out in 2020, I'm thinking it came out fairly recent. This edition came out. Anyways, not a big deal. I'm just curious. Anyways, I really like this book. I gave it a 4.5. I think primarily because I really didn't like Molly's side of things. I thought she was a bit frustrating at times, and she just continually pushed against the system. Anyways, really good book. I highly recommend it if you're into historical fiction. And it's a rather short one. It's about 290 pages, so it's under 300. So if you're looking for something that goes by really quick, it's not very long, probably can finish it in a few days, I would highly recommend picking this up. And as like I said earlier, you can pick this book up and others through my bookshop.org link, which is in the description. And I look forward to talking to you fairly soon. Bye for now.